वसुदेवसुतं देवं
वसुदेवसुतं देवं
कंसचाणूरमर्दनं
कंसचाणूरमर्दनं
देवकी परमानन्दं
देवकी परमानन्दं
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं
नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे
नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे
पुलारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र
पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र
येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णा
येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णा
प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः
प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः.
In the second shloka, Namostu te Vyasa Vishala Buddhe, and it's offering our obeisance to Veda Vyasa. Because of his grace, we are able to read about Mahabharata. Veda Vyasa Vishala Buddhe, infinite memory, it's his intellect beyond the limits. Vishala Buddhe Pullara Vindayata. He has conveyed given the Mahabharata with eyes wide open. If a student comes in front of a teacher so keen to learn, the pupil of the teacher opens up. The grace of the teacher flows onto the student when the teacher is extremely delighted with pupil has opened up. Pullara Aravindayata Netra. Vedavyasa has given this Mahabharata with the pupil fully opened to shower his grace on us. And it is a yena tvaya bharata taila purna. If I have a lamp at home, oil lamp, the flame goes off when the oil has exhausted. But Mahabharata is such a profound compilation, it never gets exhausted. However many times you expound, dive into that one, it opens up in a new way. Such a magnanimous literature Lord Vedavyasa has given to us. He composed Mahabharata about 600 years before actually it happened. The illumined people, they can see what it will going to happen. He could able to foresee. That is why he was incarnated for a special purpose. Lord's incarnation, he composed Mahabharata 600 years before. Not only he wrote, he was also a player in Mahabharata. He used to come in between. Whenever it is required, he used to come and he used to advise, give a suggestion at the right time. And Vedavyasa, it is believed that he is still there in Badri. Uttara Badri, he is still there. That is it's a firm belief of all seekers. And Mahabharata, Bhara means heaviness. It got its heaviness because of Bhagavad Geeta and Vishnu Sahasranama. I mentioned about Vishnu Sahasranama, and for us, the name doesn't mean anything, just a name for the name's sake. But the name's real meaning to the fullest percentage applies only to the Supreme Lord. For me, for example, I have many names. For example, my parents' pet name is, they call me Raja. And my colleagues, they call Raj. somebody Rajendra, somebody calls me as yoga teacher, somebody calls me as Rajendra ji, somebody, my son calls me Appa, and I have many names, say for me about 10 names, but it has a limited application, whereas the Supreme Lord has infinite names. Whatever name you call, the innermost, the complete meaning opens up in him. I need not have to call him only in Sanskrita, like in Japanese or Italian, French, Arabic, whatever language you call, he is the bearer of all names to the fullest extent, meaning fully opens up. Such a beautiful text Vedavyasa is given, called as Vishnu Sahasranama. Vishnu means not just one. Vishnu means Vishati, Pravishati. In Sanskrita, Vishnu means one who pervades everywhere. Vishnu means one who pervades everywhere, not only outside, Pravishati, inside also. Vishnu Sahasranama. Sahasra means not 999 plus 1. It means infinite. Infinite names are there. That text he has given, it enriches the yoga practitioner, sadhaka's sadhana. Inner journey gets enriched by contemplating on that one. The second one is Bhagavad Geeta. Bhagavad Geeta, again, the Geeta, Ta, it is a feminine. Bhagavad Geeta, to be sung, fit for singing. That is why it is called as Lord's Song. Bhagavad Geeta is also called as Lord's Song. In the Vedavyasa says, it has so many stories. If you can't find it in Mahabharata, it cannot be found anywhere. If it is there in Mahabharata, that means it is other religion or other section, other countries they have taken from Mahabharata. So profound. I mentioned about Dronacharya's story. I was mentioning Dronacharya, teacher of initially he was not taking any, requesting anything from anyone. Whatever fruits have fallen from the tree or after the crops have been cut, whatever grains left over on the ground, he used to pick up and leave on that one. When his son Ashwatthama had tasted milk given by Duryodhana with ill intention. The food where you take, from whom you take, it has a bearing on the mind. Duryodhana, that is why in yoga I say not to eat willy-nilly in anyone's place and any restaurant. We have to be mindful, otherwise it will have a bearing on the mind. And he took milk from Duryodhana, and because of that one, he started throwing tantrums, Ashwatthama. I want milk. So Dronacharya's wife said, we need a cow. Then only we can give the milk to my son regularly. Go and get a cow. Dronacharya, son of Brihaspati, thirst for knowledge. When he went out for a cow, he come across Parashurama, Lord Parashurama, and he asked him, Sir, I need a cow. He said, sorry, I gave away everything. I don't have anything left now. I have three things. One is you can take myself. I will come along with you. Or I can give all my weapons. My weapons I will give. Or I will teach you Astra Vidya. He said, Sir, I can't maintain myself. If you come along with me, how can I maintain? I don't want that one. What I will do with the weapon? I am a Brahmana. I don't want your weapon. And I want to learn. He learnt under Parashurama for 12 years. And after that, he remembered about the cow and he went to his teacher, his colleague, childhood classmate, who had promised that he will give half of his kingdom. And he did not want half the kingdom, he just wanted a cow. He went to his old childhood friend who had promised the half the kingdom. When Drupada heard this childhood friend has come, he thought he will be asking for half the kingdom. He said, king cannot be I don't know that person, and king cannot be a friend with a beggar. A person maintains a status with the equals. A beggar and a rich person cannot be equals. I am a king, he is a beggar. I don't know, shun him away. So, Dronacharya decided, I want to take a revenge. I want to teach him a lesson. A Brahmana supposed to have that manaprasada saumyatvam, a quality of a Brahmana, no revenge. But at that moment, he decided to take a revenge. Brahmana is the one never takes a revenge. But divine providence, he decided, I want to take a revenge against him. He insulted me. That a trigger. And Brahmana is a very calm mind. Even if it's been insulted, not to take revenge. But he decided to take a revenge. He went to Hastinapura. He managed to pull the ring and ball out of the well through his mantra power. The blade of a grass, he infused that one with the mantra and threw it at the ball, and one blade of the grass stuck to each other. Slowly he pulled the ball out of the well. So is the ring of Yudhishthira. And children were so enthralled, and he said, go and tell your grandfather about me. And Bhishmacharya, hearing that one description, he was a contemporary of Dronacharya. He knew who it was. He himself came and said, sir, you become our Rajaguru. You teach our children. Make them competent. And he agreed, and Dronacharya agreed for that one. And then while teaching children, Pandavas and Kauravas, he said, I want to make you a best archer, provided who can give me a Guru Dakshina. One who can give me a Guru Dakshina, I will make you a best archer. Who wants to put up their hand? And everyone was looking here and there. Duryodhana, he himself, he thought Dronacharya could able to get the ring from the well by mantra, and he is asking Guru Dakshina means it must be something significant. He could able to get the ring and ball from the well. The Guru Dakshina means, I think we can't do it. Everyone thought he must be asking something marvelous. It is beyond our capacity. They kept quiet. Bhima could able to be, he had an ability, but he kept quiet because he wanted to push Arjuna ahead. Arjuna put up his hand. Sir, I will give the Guru Dakshina to you. And he was pleased. And once Dronacharya was taking bath in a river, one crocodile came and caught hold of his feet. And Dronacharya started screaming, help, help, help. And Dronacharya had a power to overcome the crocodile. But help, help. And everyone, all the students, Kauravas and Pandavas, they were looking blank, whereas Arjuna took 5 arrows and shot at the crocodile, and it's a crocodile and killed the crocodile. The Dronacharya was very happy with Arjuna and their bonding increased. Arjuna became Dronacharya's pet student. He became his pet student, and once they were eating in the dark, Dronacharya wanted to teach a lesson. How a teacher teaches the lesson, in the dark they were eating. In the evening there was a light, was there, lamp was there. Dronacharya told the person serving, blow off that lamp. It was pitch dark, and the food was there on the plate, and Arjuna could able to eat. He knew which vegetable was there, which side pickle where, salt where, which vegetable, where is rice, where is your sambar, where is your sweet. He knew everything. In the dark he finished, and he thought, without light how did I finish? And without light also I could able to finish. Then he thought to himself, practice. Because of my previous practice, I knew which vegetable, which side, pickle, which side, which sweet, which side. I knew that one. Because of my previous practice, I could able to do this one. Then he realized, practice makes me perfect. Why stop? He immediately went out in the dark, and he learned. The whole night he practiced. Wherever the sound was coming, he used to discharge his arrow towards that one and hit. Where sound was coming, he practiced. Why can't I manage this one? Practice, and in one night he mastered a skill called as Shabda Vedhini Astra. Wherever sound, I need not have to see the object. Object is not required. Where the sound comes, towards that one I can hit the target. In one night he practiced and mastered it. Shabda Vedhini. This, the message is what Mahabharata is saying to all of us. We say, sorry sir, I don't know, I don't understand, I don't yoga, I am not flexible. Sorry sir, I don't know Sanskrita. Sorry sir, I have weak memory. Veda Vyasa says in that Mahabharata, practice. Nobody has become great overnight. They have practiced for years to come. And that message has been conveyed through Arjuna in Mahabharata. This Bhagavad Geeta, 3rd chapter we are reading. We have covered up to 19 shloka. We'll touch upon that one. Arjuna Uvacha jyayasi chet karmanas mata buddhir janardana tatkim karmani ghore ma niyojayasi Keshava. And he is asking, in the previous one, Arjuna, in the first chapter, he wanted to run away. He did not want to fight the battle. And he was saying that, how can I fight my relatives? Begging is better for me. And Shri Krishna woke him up. And Kshudram Hridaya Daurbalyam. Shake off your weak-heartedness. You have prepared yourself all through, and at the crucial time you want to withdraw. Don't be like an impotent. And karma yoga he talked, and towards the end he said, come to the center. And come to the center, and even by coming to the center, you will reach the highest. Arjuna got confused. And you talk about karma yoga action, you talk about the knowledge part. Which one I have to do? I am confused. Tell me conclusively which one is better. vyamishreneva vakyena
vyamishreneva vakyena
buddhim mohayasiva me
buddhim mohayasiva me
tadekam vada nishchitya
tadekam vada nishchitya
yena shreyo apnuyam.
yena shreyo apnuyam.
Tell me what is good for me. Don't tell so many options, give so many options and confused. I am already confused. Tell me what is best for me. Conclusively, Shri bhagavān Uvacha
Shri bhagavān Uvacha
lokesmin dvi-vidhā nishtha
lokesmin dvi-vidhā nishtha
pura prokta maya naga
pura prokta maya nagha
jñāna-yogena sankyanam
jnāna-yogena sankhyanam
karma-yogena yoginam.
karma-yogena yogina.
Two paths are there. One is the path of the knowledge and another one is path of action. It is eternal. Two are there and Sri Krishna says they are interdependent. They are interdependent. Na karmana manaramba
karmana mana aramba
naishkarmyam purushoshnute
naishkarmyam purushoshnute
nacha sanyasana deva
nacha sanyasana deva
siddhim samadhigacchati.
siddhim samadhigacchati.
Just because I am not doing any action, that doesn't mean I am doing karma yoga. Just because I am not, I am just wearing a orange cloth, doesn't mean I have taken a jnana yoga. Not the outer action, outer mode doesn't define what yoga, jnana yoga or karma yoga. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi
nahi kaschit kshanamapi
jatu tishthatyakarma-krit
jatu tishthatyakarma-krit
karyate hyavasha karma
karyate hyavasha karma
sarva prakriti-jair
sarva prakriti-jair gunai.
You can't remain even a minute, even a second without doing action. Like sleeping or talking or blinking or seeing or hearing or reading or lying down or eating or digesting food, whatever, without a moment you cannot exist. If you are alive, means you are doing something. To do something you have to, that's you are alive means you are doing something. Karmendriyani sanyamya
karmendriyani sanyamya
ya aste manasa smaran
ya aste manasa smaran
indriyarthan vimodhatma mityacharasa uchyate karmendriyani sanyamya ya aste manasa smaran. Physically I am doing, mentally I am contemplating. Arjuna wanted to run away to the forest, thinking that he is doing the meditation. Shri Krishna says, had he gone to the forest, in the forest he would have been talking about, I should have done that one, I should have done that one. Now I am in meditation, only thinking of that one. And today is Ekadashi, I am thinking of no food today is fasting, but I am contemplating when the fasting is over, what is the food, I am thinking on that one. Shri Krishna says it is a mityachara. Mentally active, physically not doing, it is not the karma yoga. And yastvindriyani manasa niyamyarabate Arjuna karmendri karma yoga asakta sa vishishyate. Karma yoga, Shri Krishna says, you are throwing your heart behind whatever you are doing. Mind is calm, mind is serene, mind is calm and asakta. The fruit of the outcome is not the driver for you. You are doing your best. Mind is calm and the fruit of the action is not the driver. That is the real yoga Shri Krishna is talking about. Niyatam kuru karmatvam karma-jyayo hi akarmanaha sharira-yatrapi chet na prasiddheda akarmani.
न प्रसिद्ध्येद अकर्मणः
You have to do what prasiddheda akarmanaha.
प्रसिद्ध्येत अकर्मणः
Akarmana, inaction, not doing anything, it is not right. Whatever it has come to you, it has come to you. May be a mother, you are a father, you are a teacher, you are a government employee, or whatever, or you are a retired person, whatever has come to you, you have to do that one, not to take excuse. Sorry, I can't do. Sorry, I am busy. Sorry is not an excuse. Whatever has come to you, you have to discharge your obligation. Many people shy away from the obligation, saying that sorry, I am busy. I can't do. Sorry is not in for a yoga student, should not use the word sorry. I am doing. And when Swami Ramaswarupananji, that he was telling also, these are the lessons I learnt in he said, never say I will do it later. You should not say put off, and do not say sorry. You say, I will do. Yes sir, I will do. After I am doing this task, after that I will do that one. Instead of, even however busy you are, instead of saying sorry I can't do, or I will do later, it's not an excuse. You say, I will do sir, I will do. Whatever. When teacher says with some it's ulterior, teacher can see something beyond what we can't see. Don't just put it off, that opportunity. You have got an opportunity. However busy you are, you can say, yes sir, I will do after. I will finish off this one and I will take on that one. And Shri Krishna says, for us also, never say the excuse, sorry, I can't. No sorry. In our vocabulary, we should not say sorry. Yajñārthan karmano nyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sanga samachara. Whatever you are doing, as it has come to your life, like even as a parenting or mother, teacher, employee, employer, or eating, whatever you are doing, gardening, you do it as an offering to the Supreme Lord. Yajñārtha, as an offering to the Supreme Lord, you are doing. By doing that way, you will not get bonded. It's shackles. You won't feel helpless in your life, because you are offered everything to the Lord. Good and bad action won't bind you any longer. And Shri Krishna says you have to do that way, with that attitude, and whatever you are doing, offer it to the Lord as an offering to the Lord, as my worship. This is I am doing as an worship. If you are a yoga teacher, you are taking yoga class, as a worship to the Lord you are doing. When you do that one, best in you comes out. Sahayajna praja sruštva purovacha prajapatihi anena prasavishwadva mesha otishta kamadaka. In the beginning, when the creator Brahma, when he created, as an offering, his creation also as an act of the offering to the Supreme Lord, and he told at the beginning itself, this earth, you get whatever you want, do it as an offering. At the beginning itself he said, Devan bhavayata nena
Ishtan bhavayatanena.
te deva bhavayantu vaha.
Te deva bhavayantu vaha.
Parasparam bhavayantaha.
Parasparam bhavayantaha.
Shreya paramavapsyata.
Shreya paramavapsyatat.
This, when I am doing as an offering to the Supreme Lord, many unseen hands, divine beings around me, they carry whatever I am doing, they take it to the higher level. What I am offering, they will in turn bless me in return. I give, whatever I do, they will rain in so many blessings. Unseen hands are blessing me, and Shreya, I offer, they give it back. It's a mutual transaction. Life is nothing but, it is not for your own living. You have to give, more you give, more you get. Keep on giving, you will get. Life, if you are not, Sri Krishna says, for the Ishtan bhogan hi o deva.
Ishtan bhogan hi o deva.
Dasyante yajna bhavitaha.
Dasyante yajna bhavitaha.
Taidartana pradayebhyo.
Taidartana pradayebhyo.
Yo bhunkte stena eva saha.
Yo bhunkte stena eva saha.
My existence, I mentioned, what I am now, it is because of blessings from so many people, right from my childhood and in the past life also. So many people have blessed me. Now I have come to this position. Maybe I am financially well off. Maybe I am in a good, settled well in the life. Is it the purpose? I have taken so much to reach here. Sri Krishna says, you have to give it back. Whatever you are, it is because of them, you have to give it back. If you are not giving it back, you are a thief. Sri Krishna uses a very strong word, sthena evasa, one who doesn't give it back to the society, only takes from the society, that person is called as a thief. Yajnashishta shinasanto.
Yajnashishta shinasanto.
Muchyante sarvakilbishaihi.
Muchyante sarvakilbishaihi.
Bhunjante te agam papam.
Bhunjante te tvagam papa.
Ye pachantyatmakaranat.
Ye pachantya atmakarana.
Yajnashishta ashinasanto. The illumined people, they whatever they do, they keep themselves in the last in the queue. First give it to others, whatever left they take it. The prime focus of my life is not me, my greed, I, it is not the focus. First is everyone. Everyone should be good. Everyone, and the illumined people have lived that way. And one who eats doesn't give it back to others, only says me and me, mine. One who leads the life that way, eats only for oneself, eats nothing but sin. Eats nothing but the sin. Annad bhavanti bhutani.
Annad bhavanti bhutani.
Parjanyatanna sambhavaha.
Parjanyadanna sambhavaha.
Yajnad bhavati parjanyo.
Yajnad bhavati parjanyo.
Yajna karma samudbhavaha.
Yajna karma samudbhavaha.
Karma brahmodbhavam vidhi.
Karma brahmodbhavam vidhi.
Brahmakshara samudbhavam.
Brahmakshara samudbhavam.
Tasma sarvagatam brahma.
Tasmat sarvagatam brahma.
Nityam yajne pratishtitam.
Nityam yajne pratishtitam.
And Sri Krishna says, this you are whatever you are giving, you are doing as an offering, rain of blessings comes. From the rain the crops comes. From the crops, the food, whatever we want, it comes out. Body is called as annamaya sharira. Anna comes from the crops. The crop, that food, that anna from the crop goes into this Annamaya Sharira. My body is sustained. Shri Krishna is saying that body is sustained only through sacrifice. The offering to the Lord. Rain comes, crops comes, your body is looked after. This is a cycle. Karma Brahma-udbhavam vidhi. This karma is talked about in Veda. Akshara Brahma Samudbhavam. So talked about the Supreme Lord, imperishable Lord, Samudbhavam. And Tasmat Sarvagatam. He is there everywhere. You engage yourself in yajna, offering. Whatever you do, offer it to the Lord. As an offering to the Lord you do, so that cycle is nourished. This, you are not breaking the cycle. This cycle, wherever you are, that home becomes prosperous. Wherever you are, that community is prosperous. Wherever you are, that country will be prosperous. So, everyone have to do that one. Why some countries do not prosper? Because so much of greed. Only me. When so much of me is there, there is no one is giving. Everyone is the taker. If everyone is a taker, this cycle is snapped off. It is not sustainable. Evam pravartitam chakram. Nanu vartayati yahayaha. Agayo indriya ramo. Mogham partha sajivati. One who jivati, one who doesn't do whatever does as an offering, one who doesn't contribute to the society, and one who breaks this cycle, Shri Krishna says that person lives in vain. It's a worthless living. It is a worthless living, lives as a burden to the society, lives as a burden on the earth. Yastva atmaratireva. Syadyatma triptascha manava. Atmanyeva cha santushta. Tasya karya na vidyate. And this you have to be engaged. And yes, tva atmareti reva, in the peak of your sadhana, sometimes you lose contact with yourself. You are dived deep within, you are reveling within. Atmanyeva cha santushta. You are reveling within. At that time, I need not have to, when I am doing that, I am already in my yajna. When I am already in my yajna, reveling within, I have connected with the Supreme Lord within. When I am connected within, I need not have to do any other special yajna. When I am doing that yajna from within, already I am doing that one. My meditation is an yajna. I have dived deep. I have gone in and I have connected with the Supreme Lord as an yajna. And at that time, it is saying that don't wake up that person. Come, get up, do the gardening, do vacuuming. Because that person is already in the highest of the yajna he is or she is doing, he need not have to get up to do another one. At that time, when already in yajna, why it's engaged in that one, do another one. And it opens up another way. I will talk about that one next week. And naivatasya krite nartho. Na krite neha kaschana. Nachasya sarvabhuteshu. Kaschidartavyapashrayah. Na eva tasya krita nartho na krite. When you are engaged, so engrossed in that one, you are doing that type of yajna, so you are offering, you are it's already in worship, you are immersed in that one. krita nartho na krite, and for that person doing additional thing outside, one won't get anything higher. Is already reveling within nachasya sarvabhuteshu kaschid artho vipashrayaham. And for when I am doing that one and taking up another one, it won't have add any other value. Tasya dasakta satatam karyam karma samachara asakto hyacharan karma paramapnoti purushaha. Tasmat asakta, Shri Krishna says, therefore, not to put your mind on the result, what I will get, what I should get, and asakta satatam, always do the whatever you are doing through your heart. Fruit should not be the driver, and offer it to the Lord. Asakto hacharan, by doing the action this way, best in you comes out, and you will reach to the great heights in your life. Do we need any other motivational message how to excel in life? Shri Krishna beautifully tells this one how to excel in your life. Next one, we had done up to here, and the 20th, karma-yogena hi samsiddhi astita janakadayaha loka sangraha ye api sampashyan kartu arhasi karmanyeva hi samsiddhi astita janakadayaha lokasangrahamevapi sampashyan kartu arhasi. Karmanye, through the action alone, Arjuna may be wondering, what is the example? Shri Krishna gives an example. Through the action alone, Janaka and others, King Janaka reached the perfection. For the welfare of the society, welfare of the society, community, welfare of the nation, welfare of the world, you must act this way. Janaka is Mithilapuri in the current Nepal, it is there, the birthplace of Sita, goddess Sita, and she came out of the earth, and Sira, and while digging the earth, Jata, she came out, Sira Jata, C and Jata, first letter and last word, that is why Sita means they had taken the first letter and the last letter of that one, Sira Jata, Sita, and was the father of Sita, and Janaka, many Janakas are there, whoever in that kingdom came, they are called as Janaka. Once the people came running to Janaka's court and said, sir, your Mithila is on fire. Your Mithila is on fire everywhere. Janaka said, why do you say your Mithila? It is not my Mithila. Mithila was there before I was born, and Mithila will be there after I go also. Why do you say your Mithila? Just say Mithila. Mithila on fire. And gives an example how great people behave in the world. No attachment. For me, that if somebody breaks my pen, I am so shattered. Who broke my pen? Small pen, I am so upset. Who broke my pen? Small $1 pen. I am so upset. My is there for a King Janaka. It is not my Mithila. It is not my Mithila. So, not at all attached. That way, when you have that one, no, it is not mine. When I have no attachment for that one, that is why after thousands of years back, after the event also, we are still reading about such great people. How? Because the way in which they led their life. For us, we get upset for few things. For if things have moved from this place to other place, who moved from here to there? It should be here. And I am so upset for small things. And whereas the great people, how they lived, Sri Krishna gives an example. And yadyad acharati shreshta tatta deva itaro janaha sayat pramanam kurute loka tadanu vartate yadyada charati shreshta tatta deva itaro janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokastadanu vartate. When great people, whatever they do, the other people imitate them. Sayat pramanam, whole world follows. For us, Sri Krishna is indicating, telling now, we need a role model in our life. We don't have a role model. We have a role model. Some cricket player is our role model. Some rock star is our role model. Some Bollywood celebrity is our role model. When our role model is so trivial and we go by how much role model because they made so much of money. And I was telling in one children session also that can you tell me who was the billionaire, most wealthiest person in year 2000? And people said Bill Gates. It was not Bill Gates. We don't know who it was in 2000. And we want to become highly rich. And if you say, if you are celebrity, that cricket player, earlier Tendulkar was the celebrity, now nobody talks about him. Now talks about somebody. If you are a celebrity in that one, how long? For few days. That is my role model. And if you think you are who was the superstar in 1940 movie in Hollywood, nobody remembers. Whatever our role model is very limited. We say our educate our children. Right from the beginning we inculcate that you have to go to the moon. Right from the childhood we tell our children, look at the moon. That is the limit for you. You have to reach the moon. And the children, they don't just listen, they imitate what parents are saying. Don't just say your target is the moon. If you want to inspire your children, you go to the moon and invite them. Come here. That is the way of motivating people. We all say, we tell our children, you attend yoga class, Bhagavad Geeta class, I will be watching a TV serial. What is that? Children for 2 days, 3 days, they will say, see this one, they move away. And we tell our children not to tell lie. If somebody calls, I will tell my son, tell him I am not there. And so my son knows telling lie is okay. It is okay. And the parents, the ideology of the parents is ordinary thinking. Only my goal of the parents also to some rock star, some film star, some cricketer. That's all ordinary. Making some money in the life, that is the ordinary goal of the parents. If the parents' goal itself is ordinary, how can you motivate the younger ones? Shri Krishna says, you need a role model. Before you tell your child, you become that one, you have to become that one. First, why can't I become that one? I have to become that one. Then invite the child. Come, I will help you out. Come, I will invite you. And you have to do that one. You have to have a role model. You have to have if your role model is ordinary. Today is Gandhi Jayanti and Lal Bahadur Shastri Jayanti. It's it's nearly 70 and odd years, nearly 76, 77 years after Gandhiji has passed away. Gandhi Jayanti, born in 1860. And so more than 150 years born, we are still remembering. We are still remembering how we are remembering. And one great scientist in USA, that Isaac Aminoso, and he was saying that 1 in 6 million people will make a footprint on the sand of time. Remaining will pass their life like worms, get unnoticed. 1 in 6 million people will make a footprint in the sand of time. They will make a footprint on the sand of time. Remaining people, pass away their life like worms, unnoticed. And Bhagavad Geeta, he might have got inspiration from Bhagavad Geeta. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid vetati siddhaye yatatam mapi siddhanam kaschin maveti tattvata. Manushyanam sahasreshu, of the 1,000 people, the Manushyanam sahasreshu, maybe one is interested. And out of the thousands of people interested, maybe one person may realize that one. That Professor Isaac was saying the same. 1 in 6 million will make the footprint on the sand of time, and rest will ordinary goal in life, make some money, have some party, some dine out and pass out. Shri Krishna says you need to have a role model in your life. You have a role model. For Shivaji, Jijabai was the mother, was the role model. Mother, right from the childhood, she used to inspire Shivaji, telling Mahabharata and Ramayana stories. We still remember Gandhiji. We remember Vivekananda or the Buddha or Hanuman. How we remember great. After thousands of years also we remember, because of their action. Remaining, we don't know. Many people, other day in a children class, I asked, do you remember your grandfather's name? That child said, sorry, I don't know, sir. What I have to do with that one? Your grandfather's name, people don't remember. and we are living such an ordinary life. Sri Krishna says, you need to have a role model to excel in your life. And Name Partha asti, next one, Name Partha Asti Kartavyam Trishu Lokeshu Kinchana Na Anavapta Avaptavyam Varta eva cha karmani. And Sri Krishna says, Name Parthasi Kartavyam Trishu. I have nothing to be gained, or I am in shortage of something in 3 words. Still I engage myself in action. Why? Shri Krishna says, next one, Yadi ayam navarteyam jatu karmani atandritaha mama vartmanu vartante manushya partha sarvashaha. I have to act. Why? And it's a message for all of us. If I do not act, whole world, it goes down. Manushya partha sarvashaha vartman avartante. Every word, if the creativity is not there through the Lord, the people are born with the creation is there. Creativity is there. When the creativity has stopped, person has become very dull. No aspiration in life. Ordinary things in my life. Aspiration, no aspiration. Creativity has lost. Creation has lost. When the creation is stopped, creativity has stopped. Slowly, death takes over and society perishes. If the parents, mother and father, have ordinary weekend party, whole weekend after work, sit on the sofa munching chips all the time and watching the television and passing the time, what inspiration that child will have when child grows up? The child needs an inspiration. If the parents themselves says, go and read and don't disturb us, I am watching television, do you think child will listen to you? And the great people like Saram Vishvesharaya, one of the greatest engineers Bharata, New India had ever produced in early 1930s, I think 32, and KRS, Krishna Rajendra Sagara Dam. Now it is it is providing the water source for whole of city Bangalore. And he planned at that time, and he had lot of opposition from many people. It's such a waste, such a colossal waste. When he planned at that time in the late 1920s, when he was planning, estimate was around 25,000 rupees for the whole dam. Britishers were there. They were saying that such a waste of time, and their chief engineer was to design. Somehow he got killed in an accident. He went to the forest and he got killed, and they did not have a resource. And the Britishers were saying such a waste of money, investment. And then after Saram Vishvesharaya, very strict and very focused, and he was very when he was stuck to his grounds, and initially Britishers says not more than 80 feet. That's it. But Vishveshwaraya did not stop. He went to their head office, not in Mysore, he went to Delhi, he wrote, and he got sanction for the foundation for 120 feet, 40 meters. He got the sanction. So perseverance, so much of perseverance, and he built that one. At that time, the cost was the total 120 feet. It's about $125,000. And now all engineers in India, they look up to him. They look up to him. Whatever is the field area of their expertise, everyone bows down to Vishveshwaraya. Such a role model. And Vishveshwaraya said how he was able to be such a creative and such brave. He used to say, I used to have my resignation letter always in my pocket. And money was not a driver. What pittance they are throwing at me was not a driver for me. I was so fearless because resignation letter is in my pocket. Their money was not a criteria for me. So much of courage. He worked, best in him came out. And he passed away in 1962, still nearly 60 years, people are remembering him, saluting him for his how an engineer should be, how you should work, so focused. And he treated every bit of his work as a worship. This is my worship I am doing. And she says that yadihyayam, if the family member, parents slack off, if the government minister slacks off, if a community leader slacks off, how can you expect the citizens to rise up in their life? Their role model is the country prime minister himself or herself is embroiled in corruption, or parents themselves do not have values in their life. The parents' values in life is only to make money in their life. If such parents are there, if such prime ministers are there, how can you expect a family to flourish? How can you expect the country to flourish? How can you expect the world to flourish? Shri Krishna's message, how to lead, uplift the game of your life and family's life, community's life and country's life, world's life, beautifully through these shlokas. We will regurgitate that one again next week and repeat these 3 shlokas, 4 shlokas we did. Karmanyaiva hi samsiddhi,
कर्मण्यैव हि संसिद्धिः
आस्थिता जनकादयः लोकसंग्रहमेवापि सम्पश्यन् कर्तुमर्हसि यद्यदाचरति श्रेष्ठ तत्तदेव इतरो जनाः स यत्प्रमाणं कुरुते लोकस्तदनुवर्तते न मे पार्थास्ति कर्तव्यं त्रिषु लोकेषु किञ्चन नानावाप्तमवाप्तव्यं वर्त एव च कर्मणि यदि ह्ययं न वर्तेयं जातु कर्मण्यतन्द्रितः मम वर्त्मानुवर्तन्ते मनुष्या पार्थ सर्वशः ವಸುದೇವಸುತಂ ದೇವಂ
ವಸುದೇವಸುತಂ ದೇವಂ
ಕಂಸಚಾಣೂರಮರ್ಧನಂ
ಕಂಸಚಾಣೂರಮರ್ಧನಂ
ದೇವಕೀ ಪರಮಾನಂದಂ
ದೇವಕೀ ಪರಮಾನಂದಂ
ಕೃಷ್ಣಂ ವಂದೇ ಜಗದ್ಗುರುಂ
ಕೃಷ್ಣಂ ವಂದೇ ಜಗದ್ಗುರುಂ.